the latest stories in news, sports, and weather to ensure that you're well informed about the happenings in your neck of the woods. And to make things even more exciting, we have a special guest today, Dr. Serena Crantrell, to discuss upcoming events on campus and the Dean of Students. Trust me, you won't want to miss what she's got to share with us. But before we jump into all this excitement, here's a quick message from our sponsor.
Sponsorship for Southern Miss Today comes from Mississippi Beverages. Mississippi Beverages provides water, water coolers, and coffee service throughout South Mississippi. Take half of your weight in pounds. That's how many ounces of water you need a day. Mississippi Beverages can help you reach that goal by delivering fresh water to your door. To get more information or to set up a cooler and water delivery, you can call Mississippi Beverages at 601-271-2420, or you can find them online.
Hi, my name is Lillian Scott from the USM School of Media and Communication. Join us live Thursday, February 22nd at 6 p.m. for a News You Need live event. Presidential Election News, a Survival's Guide. A guest panel and I will wade through the muck and mire of modern electioneering and provide tips on how you can remain informed without being a victim of nefarious misinformation. The event is in Stout Hall on USM campus, but will also be broadcasted live on WUSM and streamed on the Southern Miss Student Media YouTube page. Presidential Election News, a Survival's Guide, a News You Need live event, Thursday, February 22nd in Stout Hall at 6 p.m. Come out and join us.
Welcome back to Southern Miss Today on Southern Miss Radio. In USM Campus News, the initial group of students from the University of Southern Mississippi's College of Nursing and Health Professions who participated in the accelerated BSN program achieved a perfect pass rate on their first attempt of the National Council Leisure Examination. Michaela Beach, Kelsey Kovas, and Robin Holman and Brianna Puff were among the first cohort members who completed this unique pathway, earning their nursing pins while also setting an example for others aiming to earn a BSN degree within 12 months. The program's popularity is evident as the second and third cohorts have already enrolled 34 students. Dr. Lethal Story, the Dean of USM's College of Nursing and Health Professions, expressed admiration for each student's performance throughout the rigorous curriculum. Setting sail to the new year, the Symphony Orchestra is embarking on a musical journey with a special focus on the vibrant sounds of Italy and Spain. Renowned Italian flautist Andrea Olivia, celebrated worldwide for his exceptional talent, will be joining the orchestra to perform. He has been praised by Sir James Galloway as one of the top flautists of his time, truly shining in the realm of flute music. Additionally, the orchestra will present several other songs. Come by for this captivating performance on Thursday, February 22nd at 7:30 p.m. in Bennett Auditorium. The First Lieutenant Dominique Williams is starting her new role as the Hattiesburg Company Recruiting Operations Officer at the University of Southern Mississippi's Hattiesburg campus. Her focus will be interacting with students at USM. Williams explained that she aims to provide the best guidance and support to those interested in joining the military, helping them make well-informed decisions. Growing up in a family with ties to both the United States Army and Air Force, Williams has always been closely connected to the military. The Army has been a significant part of my life, and I want to share my experiences and knowledge as an Army officer with everyone at Southern Miss. Williams shared, having a graduate from Old Dominion University and commissioned through their Reserve Officers Training Corps program, Williams became an active duty military intelligence officer in 2021. Following her training, she was stationed at the Fort Cavas, Texas, and later deployed to Poland for Operation Assured Detour. Reforce, serving as a professional examination and dissemination platinum leader. Her time in Poland left a profound impact on her. The 9 months I spent in Poland were filled with unforgettable experiences. Williams recalled, I would love to return for a visit or even be stationed there after my recruiting assignment. Williams is excited to embody Army values and contribute to USM's motto of Southern Miss to the top. In Hattiesburg news, after the 8 decades of World War II, Marine from Hattiesburg has been laid to rest. The remains of Marine Corps Sergeant Arnold Helmet were buried at the Roseland Park Cemetery in Hattiesburg next to his parents on Friday. Hundreds of residents, veterans, and active military attended to the graveyard service to pay their respects to Hammett. Hammett was killed during the Battle of Tyrone on November 20th, 1943. His remains were recently identified through advanced DNA testing. Hammett's niece and nephew said their family finally has some sense of peace. Dwayne Williams, Hammett's nephew, has stated, "The family is happy that he's home, and I know that all family members that have passed are happy. And I'm sure they are dancing today as we do a memorial for my Uncle Arnold. And we're glad for him to be home and be back in his hometown. And we appreciate everybody that did this to put this together." Governor Tate Reeves declared Friday as a day of mourning in honor of Hammett. That's your news update from Southern Miss Today. Next, we'll have the latest in sports and weather, so stay tuned. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Sponsorship for Southern Miss Today comes from Mississippi Beverages. Mississippi Beverages provides water, water coolers, and coffee service throughout South Mississippi. Take half of your weight in pounds. That's how many ounces of water you need a day. Mississippi Beverages can help you reach that goal by delivering fresh water to your door. To get more information or to set up a cooler and water delivery, you can call Mississippi Beverages at 601-271-2420, or you can find them online.
Hi, my name is Lillian Scott from the USM School of Media and Communication. Join us live Thursday, February 22nd at 6 p.m. for a News You Need live event. Presidential Election News, a Survival's Guide. A guest panel and I will wade through the muck and mire of modern electioneering and provide tips on how you can remain informed without being a victim of nefarious misinformation. The event is in Stout Hall on USM campus, but will also be broadcasted live on WUSM and streamed on the Southern Miss Student Media YouTube page. Presidential Election News, a Survival's Guide. A News You Need live event. Thursday, February 22nd in Stout Hall at 6 p.m. Come out and join us.
Welcome back with our action-packed sports segment. Let's dive into the latest scores, highlights, and sports. USM softball team won the game against Missouri State on Sunday, with the game and the bases loaded in the bottom of the 7th inning on Sunday's series finale. Junior hit a walk-off surface fly to the light Southern Miss. Baseball fell to the series finale, losing the game with a score of 6-3 against Morris Sunday afternoon. On Saturday, however, the baseball team won the Morris series with a 10-5 Saturday victory. Softball started the opening day classic Saturday with a loss in the first game of Saturday's doubleheader against Missouri State and a score of 2-3. Southern Miss bounced back for a dominant 9-2 win in the second game, fueled by a season-high 11 hits and a complete game from junior Jonna Lee. The men's baseball team also had its fair share of wins on Saturday as Andre Cabello scored a career high of 24 points, and it was his return to the Southern Miss lineup as the Golden Eagles downed Texas State 78-74 on Saturday afternoon in Hattiesburg. We extend our congratulations to all the athletes for their remarkable performances, embodying the true spirit of sportsmanship and dedication. Your achievements inspire us all to reach greater heights. As for our weather today, we are experiencing frigid temperatures. It is currently 53 degrees outside, and it's barely warm, even though it's sunny outside. Make sure to bundle up and have a jacket and mittens. Up next, we have the Mississippi Moments produced by the Center of Oral History and Cultural Heritage. Check it out.
This is Mississippi Moments, produced by the Center for Oral History and Cultural Heritage at the University of Southern Mississippi and supported by the Mississippi Humanities Council. I'm Bill Ellison. Holdeman Mennonites don't believe in education beyond the 8th grade. Stanley Giesbrecht discusses the church's stand on education and the legal questions it raises.
Our church does not really support education beyond the 8th grade because we believe that higher education leads to, we call it high-mindedness, false pride, and it leads into vocations that we feel like might not be really conducive for Christian life. Now, our church does not forbid education beyond the 8th grade. That's not the point. Someone that has a calling, someone who is wanting to pursue a particular career, they would perhaps be able to find support and permission for what education that would require. If you cease to send your children to school after they get out of the 8th grade, or at any stage, I guess, and you say that we have quit because of religious and conscientious reasons, our Constitution guards that right, and there has never been a state successful in prosecuting that.
To hear more, visit MississippiMoments.org or just like us on Facebook. Mississippi Moments is supported by the Mississippi Humanities Council. The humanities are for everyone.
That was your Mississippi Moment for today. Coming up, we have the pleasure of hearing from Dr. Serena Cantrell. So stick with us while we hear a message from one of our sponsors.
Sponsorship for Southern Miss Today comes from Mr. Sippy Beverages. Mr. Sippy Beverages provides water, water coolers, and coffee service throughout South Mississippi. Take half of your weight in pounds. That's how many ounces of water you need a day. Mr. Sippy Beverages can help you reach that goal by delivering fresh water to your door. To get more information or to set up a cooler and water delivery, you can call Mr. Sippy Beverages at 601-271-2420, or you can find them online. Sponsorship comes from American Graphics. Located at 8 Commercial Warehouse Drive in Hattiesburg, American Graphics provides custom screen printing and embroidery. They can be reached by phone at 601-602-2277, and the website is goamericangraphics.com. American Graphics, printing at its finest.
Welcome back. We have a special guest with us today to talk with us about the upcoming events on campus and how the Dean of Students can help individuals. Please give a warm Golden Eagle welcome to Dr. Serena Cantrell. Thank you so much for being a part of the show today. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. The first thing I love to ask you is many students are not sure what the Dean of Students is on campus. Can you tell the audience what it is exactly?
Sure. My position as Dean of Students, we assist students in any realm, whether they need something, whether they need to talk about classes, how things are going, whether they need counseling, health issues, whatever that might be. Our door is always open to work with students.
That's awesome. Students definitely need that. If someone is looking for guidance with their academic journey, how would they locate you?
Sure. Our office is located in room 220 on the second floor of the Union, right above Subway and Chick-fil-A, and I know all students know where that is.
Yes, they do. How long have you worked at USM?
Sure. I've been here 4 years. I came right before COVID started, so the first 2 years of the job were interesting, but I've been here since the end of 2019.
What motivates you to work with students?
Sure. Each and every day I get up knowing that I'm going to help a student in some way, whether that's if they just need to chat, if they want to stop by and get a piece of candy. I have several that do that every week. It just depends on the day. I know that what we do in my office is to help students every single day.
Can you tell me more about how you're helping students specifically?
Sure. So students might need resources on campus, and we talk with them to kind of figure out what's going on, where we can get them to the right resources. So if they're having a mental health concern, we connect them with the counseling center. If they need to see a doctor, we connect them with Moffitt Health Center. We try to be that centralized person, but we can help them find the resources they need on campus and off campus. It just depends on the student situation.
That's perfect. I also know that life can be really hard balancing work and school, having a social life and doing schoolwork, and it just can pile up and be time consuming. I know lately for me, it's just life has been so hectic. So how would you say you can help students balance everything in life and still have good grades?
For sure. So when a student comes by, our first question is, how are you doing? We want to get to know the student, and then we'll talk about how their classes are going. And sometimes students will open up and share they're not doing as best as they want to, and we'll kind of help them explore what's going on and what is affecting their classes. And so just dive deeper with the student and get to know the student, and again, connecting them with another resource if they need that. But we do have students that just like to come in and talk when things are, crazy and hectic for you all. I know it's busy. And so just being that open door for students, you can just stop by. You don't have to have an appointment with us. And so you can just come on in. Myself and my associate dean of students, Thomas Deas, you can just stop in and see us anytime.
What are some mental health issues that you encounter in your office?
Sure. I think we see, students struggling with anxiety, depression, or not sure what they're struggling with. And so that's what the importance is for us, is to connect the student with the resource that they need, especially if it's a mental health concern. We want to make sure that they're seeking out the services that we have to offer. I don't think a lot of students realize that our student counseling services are free to you as a student. And to be able to take part in that while you're a student is something that we truly encourage. Because if you are struggling with a mental health concern, we want you to get that help now before you leave USM, so you're strong enough and ready to embark into your career.
That sounds perfect. What about therapy? Do you lead students to that?
I do not do therapy, but my counseling center does. We have 9 licensed professionals in the counseling center, and so you can walk right in and see someone every day of the week. You don't have to have an appointment. If you're just like, say you went in, you didn't do well on your test, and you just need somebody to talk to, you can walk right into the counseling center and see a therapist. And then if you feel like you need additional sessions, then you set that up with the therapist. And so that's a good opportunity that we have available for students. Or you can set up an appointment that fits your schedule, because we know that you're in classes all day, or your open times better than we do. And so making sure that you are able to fit that in your schedule. And so what we do in the Dean of Students office is we try to connect you with that resource, get you that information, help you set that appointment up if you need that.
I think that's perfect, because especially the fact that you don't always need an appointment, because sometimes when life gets crazy, there's not a way to set an appointment for me to, cry about it.
Right.
So it's perfect to have the opportunity to come in like in the moment when you definitely need someone to talk to.
We started that a couple semesters ago. We just saw that that's really what students needed, that immediate kind of conversation. And so Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, you can walk in and see a therapist. Like you said, if you just need a little meltdown time, you can do that.
Are there any upcoming events on campus sponsored by your office that can help struggling students?
Yeah, so on March 6th, we're having it's called Mental Health Summit. We're bringing in a national speaker named Brandon Seho. He used to be a news anchor for news and for sports in the sports arena, and he realized he wasn't doing well on the inside, but on the outside he looked perfect. And so he checked himself into a mental health facility, and now he's traveling around the world to talk about his struggles and how you can get through that. And so we're excited to have him on March 6th at 4 p.m. in the Joe Paul Theater, and he'll be present, and he'll have giveaways, we'll have snacks, but he's just going to get down to earth with you and talk about his struggles.
That's the perfect event, really. I know that some students may be embarrassed about their struggles and they may not want to open up about it. How would you say that the Dean of Students gets students to open up and feel more comfortable to talk about this?
I think students tend to open up when it's not therapy. So when you're talking with us in our office, it's more of a conversation and how can we help you? And so, some, like you said, some students don't open up, but then some students do. And so we just want to listen, be there for students, and connect them with the resources. I know it's a struggle to talk about what's going on. And some students are embarrassed, like you said, but knowing that we are not going to judge you at all, we just want to see you be successful.
That's perfect. Do you know of any opportunities for students to help with the events?
Yeah, if anybody wants to help with events, they can email me directly with the big event that's coming up. We'd love to have people help us market it to get the word out. Like I said, he is a national speaker, and we're hoping to fill the Joe Paul Theater. That's our goal. It can seat, I think, 325, so that's our goal, is to pack it out so we can get the message out. And other events, if they want to volunteer, for sure, just email and we'll get them connected.
How long has the Dean of Students office been going on?
I've only been here 4 years, but Dr. Holloway was in this position for many, many years. So I assume within at least 25 or more years.
Okay.
And it's common at most institutions.
That's good that it's been helping students for so long. How would you say that it's evolved over the years? Like, do you have any special success stories with students?
Oh, for sure. I think what we really like to see is when a student that we've worked with walks across the stage at graduation and gets that degree. And sometimes in our office, it's tough for students, whatever the conversation is. It's usually not positive things, right? We're talking about mental health issues. We're talking about struggling in classes. Should I withdraw? Should I not withdraw? Those types of things. So I think working with the students longevity, not just one time. We like to follow up with students when they come to our office. And so just the rewarding piece is when we see the student get that degree or what they want to do in life.
That's great. I can tell that you really care about the students, and that's something that really stands out to me. And I like that it's not just I'll see a student one time and then never speak to them again. I like the constant engagement, and that's what I think that's really going to help students out. Another thing that I like to ask is, do you have any big goals for the Deans of Students, a way that it can get even more better?
Yeah, we're always working on our response to, we have the CARES team, which our CARES team receives reports from the campus community about concerns for students. And so what that team does is we reach out to students of concern. So my big goal is to have a good response rate. So reaching students can be difficult, not check your email or something like that. So we are adding a text feature to try to reach more students. And so that's a goal that we put in place this semester to see if we could get better response rate for our CARES team. And so you can report your friends to the CARES team, and that means one of us will reach out to your friend to see how we can help.
Oh, that's great. Is there like a confidentiality between the person you're telling your information to? Like, is there any rules of when you say, well, now I need to tell this to a higher power?
Sure. Usually at the point where a student is maybe suicidal or homicidal, we would report those, yes.
Okay.
And we would share that with the student, like it's confidential up until there's something that we might need to report.
Well, thank you so much for providing insight of what this is and what you do here at Southern Miss. And I think this is a great opportunity for students to really just feel better about life, because college can be stressful and there's plenty of resources to help people out. And thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Oh, how can people contact you?
Sure, you could email us, dos@usm.edu. That's our main email. You can come by the office, second floor of the Union, or you can call us at 266-4025.
Awesome. Thank you again.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Coming up, we've got a community calendar. Hey Golden Eagles, my name is Kennedy Drake and I'm here with the Community Calendar, where we gather information from around campus and within the community near you in Hattiesburg. The theater department will be performing The Seagull, or How to Eat It by Gab Reisman on February 23rd at 7:30 p.m. in Gilbert F. Hartwig Theater. There are several other showtimes if you cannot attend this one. Visit the website on screen for more information. Prepare to groove to the beat of the City of Hattiesburg Big Band. Stop by on February 24th at Marsh Auditorium at 3 p.m. for an afternoon brimming with the rich, soulful melodies of jazz. Don't let the chance slip by to indulge in timeless classics and contemporary favorites delivered by a group of skilled musicians. Join the Noon Book Club on February 28th at 12 p.m. on the second floor of the Library of Hattiesburg. The club will discuss Remarkably Bright Creatures, a charming, witty, and compulsively readable exploration of friendship, reckoning, and hope. Copies of this month's book are available at the library circulation desk. New members are always welcomed and snacks will be provided. For any questions, email the group leader with the email provided on screen. An adult spelling bee will take place February 29th at 7 p.m. in Sajner Theater. This is the perfect event to learn new words to enhance vocabulary, witness excellent public speaking skills, and observe how spelling professionals thrive under pressure. Get your tickets at the website www.allevents.in. If you have an event you would like for us to promote, send it to sm2news@usm.edu. This is just one way we thank our community for watching Southern Miss TV and supporting us here at Southern Miss Student Media Center. Visit our website, sm2media.com, to keep up with all of our news. Signing out, I'm Kennedy Drake, and this has been your Community Calendar. Stay blessed. Thank you for listening to Southern Miss Today on Southern Miss Radio. Thanks to our audio engineer, Justin Ware, and our live stream producer, Cullen Rogers, for keeping this bird flying. Big shout out to our assistant producer, Anna Lee Johnson, executive producer, Ohari Adia, program director, Shania Williams, and our general manager, Dr. Martin. That wraps up our show for Southern Miss Today. Thank you for tuning in, and remember, soar high to the sky and fly, eagle fly. I'm your host, Kennedy Drake, signing off for now.
Sponsorship comes from Southern Beverage, your local Michelob Ultra distributor. Michelob Ultra has significantly fewer carbs and calories per serving if you are watching those in your diet. You can reach Southern Beverage by phone at 601-268-9111, or you can find them on the internet at southernbeverage.com. Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri, and Southern Beverage ask you to please drink responsibly.
Hi, my name is Lillian Scott from the USM School of Media and Communication. Join us live Thursday, February 22nd at 6 p.m. for a News You Need live event. Presidential Election News, a Survival's Guide. A guest panel and I will wade through the muck and mire of modern electioneering and provide tips on how you can remain informed without being a victim of nefarious misinformation. The event is in Stout Hall on USM campus, but will also be broadcasted live on WUSM and streamed on the Southern Miss Student Media YouTube page. Presidential Election News, a Survival's Guide, a News You Need live event. Thursday, February 22nd in Stout Hall at 6 p.m.